will do the intro. I will let you know when we're live.
Got it.
And hello, everybody. Welcome to the quarterfinals week here for Holomania. Here we have the first match we will be showing you guys live on stream. It's a losers bracket match between Team Gorgura Girl Hololive Loading Confused Gift taking on Team YABE. I am Pork is Great. Joining by with me is Sigerian. How you doing, Sigerian?
I am doing good. We got a pretty cool matchup today.
Yep. So this is going to be I'll just refer to them as Gorgura taking on YABE just to save myself from saying that name over and over again.
I will also say that because I cannot say Gargura. I cannot say that, so I will also say Gorgura.
Yeah. So Gorgura's team taking on YABE, and by that, when I say Gorgura's team, this is in no way being sponsored by the official Gorgura. So yeah, this is going to be a pretty interesting match between two teams with pretty the seating difference is pretty interesting to watch, as we see for Gorgura's team how Gorgura's team got here. For in their case, they did recently lost a match against the 13th seed Ina Connoisseur via tiebreaker. So unfortunately, this will move them down to the losers quarterfinals. And as for Gorgura, for Team YABE, for Team YABE's case, they recently won their first match on the losers brackets against Swiss 6. I don't know why everybody has just these really interesting names, you know. So I believe we are going into warm-ups. Am I correct?
You are correct. This is Gorgura's warm-up, which is an SV map mapped by one of the members of the team, 02 Snow.
Yep.
And you can definitely tell this is an SV map. Just have a hunch.
Yep. So interesting facts about both of these teams. Team Gorgura, filled with 02 Snow, Chu, and Banan, a pretty a good player, I believe. Is it Thailand? Am I correct? Yeah, Thailand. Both of they did pretty well in the qualifiers, but they did lose to a pretty tough team in the tiebreaker. But they should be expected to have a really great losers bracket run. I have seen 02 Snow and Chu play so many times, as both of these players go to University of California, San Diego, which the dual tag team of those two players did recently competed on the Mania Collegiate League, where they finished in 4th place behind Hong Kong Polytechnic University. And as for Team YABE, which is mostly of Malaysian players, Stygix and JLI are two very interesting players to watch out for. They did recently do very well at the Osumania Malaysian tournament hosted by Leon, which Leon is also participating as a player in this tournament, I believe. Both of the two players are in the lobby on the screen right now. Both of them are high seeds in that tournament. There were 32 participants in the brackets. Stygix was the number 2 seed. JLI was the number 4 seed. Stygix, unfortunately, his run ended via win by defaults in both of his matches in the later part of the tournament due to unforeseen circumstances that happened to him, and JLI lost in the losers finals, placing in fourth, which is a pretty respectable run for both of these players. So this is going to be a really interesting match to see two teams filled with players that recently did very well in their previous tournaments. But unfortunately,
both teams have almost everybody playing has immense tournament experience, and you talked about Gurugura's 0-2 Snow and Chu, their tournament history, and I happen to know that Banan was the winner of BTFM FAR, which was a kind of
tournament.
It was a very big tournament, and Banan was the winner of that. Wait, no, nope. That was lot. I'm thinking of VLT. VLT won. That was okay. I ignore everything I just said.
It's alright. I mean, at least what needs to be said is that Banan did win a Mania tournament before, so a lot of tournament experience from every player on the tournament. I mean, from YABE side, they did have another player, Satya Light LL, and I believe this. I mean, I have not seen him at all, so this is my first time seeing him play in at least for like in tournaments in general. So it'll be interesting to see how he will be utilized for Team YABE. And as you mentioned, 0-2 Snow, this map that Team Gorgoro played, 0-2 Snow, is the mapper for this SV map. And why are we going back into SV?
I do not know, because the map was not started.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
Oh boy, this is going to be awkward right now. It's okay. We just need the streamer to panic. Alrighty, so
basically what happened there was I accidentally typed MP start map second warm up ID instead of MP map second warm up ID. We don't talk about that. Anyways, second warm up, YABE's warm up.
Yep. So it's interesting to know that for Psychix, JLI, 0-2 Snow, and Chu, they both recently came off from pretty great runs, but unfortunately they are in this unusual position that they will be on the verge on elimination, regardless of how will the results be. So this is going to be a pretty interesting match for the reasons for the factoids that I've mentioned. Alrighty, so we're just waiting for players to get ready for this warm-up.
Where did Banan go? I must solve this mystery. There they are.
Alrighty, so we are just still waiting. Meanwhile, we will wait or never mind. We will get into this second warm-up map. The next match is going to be after this match. The next one is going to be at 10 UTC. It will be the team of Taco Bell taking on anti-Hololivers. That is, I believe, the winners bracket match, the first winners bracket match that we will have for the quarterfinals, but unfortunately will not be streamed. But in case if you're wondering when's the next match coming up in terms of the match that is going to be streamed. We will have the match with Baku taking on Bume's voicemail, so a pretty interesting match to watch out for.
The warm-up has started, but it seems that stream client has died. Oh.
Well, wait.
Never mind. It was Bancho.
Yep, it was Bancho.
This is a mess.
And now, as we see, client catching up with Zero to Snow. This is a 3-minute, 43-second match, so it's gonna be a while until we will get into the roles. So we're gonna have to wait just a bit more. But this is a best of 5. Oh, no, best of 9, first of 5. So we do have some more maps available for the map pools. Alrighty, as we see for the warm-up so far, both of these players are performing very well, aside from those breaks that we see from YABE. But regardless, warm-ups shouldn't be a factor as to how well the actual maps are going to be. But it's pretty interesting that YABE chose a pretty difficult warm-up as a 5.52 star rating. So this does give me some sort of idea that they just want to get their fingers warmed up with this really difficult map. But so far, Banan and Zero to Snow are doing very well as well. So again, this is going to be a very, very interesting match. And speaking of interesting, whoever wins this match will move on later on this weekend, taking on the team of What's Hololive Anyways versus the Tambourine Club, the team filled with the top South Korean players.
And as we wait for this warm-up to end and we get into the roles, let's quickly go over some of the previous rounds' performances. So, Gura team have been pretty solid across the board, showing no major weaknesses, but obviously showing a level of expertise on the SV map they played, SV2, which was to be expected considering their performance on the qualifiers, getting first place, with also respectable scores on Rice 2, which they got 5th on, and Hybrid 2, which they got 3rd on. And YABE, also pretty respectable, being mid-table on most of the maps that they played, except SV1, surprisingly enough, which they got 2nd on. And now neither team played the other SV map. So I feel like we might be seeing some SV being played, which is always exciting.
Yep. And I know, even though they did struggle, I know JLI is no slouch at SV, so it will be interesting to see how well YABE do. I mean, they did play a pretty difficult SV map that I think they probably just sight read, because I know these guys are really YABE is pretty excellent, and the dual team of Stygix and JLI, it's going to be pretty interesting to see how they will take on Banan, Zero to Snow, or Chu. But as it stands, we are going into roles right now.
Let's see who picks first.
Alrighty, as we wait for the team captains to roll, here you see on the quarterfinals map pool. So, for those of you who are new, you may be wondering what are the notable changes that we have here from the round of 16 to the quarterfinals. And as I am about to mention the changes, YABE will win the rolls.
22-60.
Yep, so YABE, I believe, should get the first pick regardless of which order of protects and bans it's going to be. Alrighty, so we're just waiting.
Now, so YABE gets first pick, well, no matter what, and now they can choose whether to ban first and protect first and ban second, or ban first and ban second and protect first. Yes, that.
So they're going to protect first. So interesting to see what map they are going to protect. They're gonna go straight with LN1. That's going to be the protect. So it's going to be Gorgura's turn to protect. I think this is a pretty interesting. I think it's a pretty good protect by YABE. And SV1 is going to be protected by Chu for Gorgura.
Always love to see an SV protected.
But now it is their turn to ban first, and we're just seeing which map they're going to ban. And
thinking hard about this one.
Yeah, they're really thinking, they're really strategizing as to which maps they're going to ban. I know, based on how I've seen them played, I know that their strong points is really Rice. As Chu and Zero Tistel are very good at Rice maps. LM maps, I mean, since we are still in the pretty early stage, they should have a strong presence on LN and as well as hybrid. I mean, since this is one of those tournaments where SV is going to be featured, going to be interesting to see how they play SV. And Chu is going to ban Rice 5. And it is going to be YABE's turn to ban now.
So, fair enough.
SP2.
But that's a fair enough ban from Gurgura team, because there really isn't anything that they have a strong weakness in. But I guess YABE's score on Rice 5 last round of 16 might have scared them a bit.
But regardless of it, so I will tell you, we have 4 Rice maps, 3 LM maps, 2 hybrid maps, and 1 SV map available. Comparing from the round of 16 to the quarterfinals map pools, there is 1 extra Rice map, 1 extra LM map. That's just mostly it. There are still 2 hybrid maps and 2 SV maps in terms of how many maps are there in this round in particular. So with that in mind, as we got the protects and bans out of the way, we are now going into the picks officially now. So YABE is up now. They will have 2 minutes to pick on what map they want to do. And they're gonna go. They're going straight with their protect. Hikaru Nara. It's a great song. But so this map, this is a 4-minute, 3-second long map with 160 BPM with an OD of 7 mapper made by Arquin Olivares from the Philippines.
And the thing about this map is that Well, it doesn't really have any inherently insane patterns to pull off. It's mainly just a consistency test. So if you can play LN, if you can play moderate LN patterns for long periods of time without missing or getting huge accuracy drops, you'll be good.
Yep. As good luck, have funs are being said around the players, we do see Banan and Zero Tisnu in for Gorgora, Stygix and JLI coming in. So two of the top players from Malaysia that did really well in the Osomania Malaysian tournament too will be taking on Zero Tisnu and Banan. Zero Tisnu recently had a strong showing in the Mania Collegiate League, but here we go. So far, we are seeing the lead is somewhat flickering between both of these teams.
And nothing really of note happening yet, apart from Stygix having just slightly lower accuracy, but that doesn't really matter at this point in the map. It's 4 minutes long.
But I mean, this is pretty impressive to see Banan and Zero Tisnu having a 99.92% average accuracy as a team. It's real. I mean, Zero Tisnu, a really good LN player, is just showing himself to the audience right here, just how good he is. But it's going to be interesting as we see the first big part. And the lead is still somewhat flickering right now, but Zero Tisnu's accuracy is dropping. However, I think I did see a 200 being dropped from Zero Tisnu, but Banan still holding a 99.93 right now. And and now as we get into the second build up to the song right now, as we see here, JLI and Stygix accuracy as a team have dropped down to a 99.66, I believe. But I mean, they're still holding on to the full combo, which is very, very impressive to see. But Banan still holding on to that 99.90. This is just incredible.
Just by a 200 dropped almost immediately after you started saying that.
I mean, still
very high accuracy, especially in this point in the map.
Yep. As we get into this second big part of this map right here. See, we're still seeing Stygix and JLI. Their accuracy is starting to improve from 99.61 to 99.65 right now. But I mean, they're still in this. I mean, it's just a matter of, as you say, who's going to break. Consistency is going to be a big key here. And it's also pretty interesting to see these players are playing with somewhat very similar scroll speeds right here. And
JLI breaks.
JLI will find the first break just right when, just around at that, when it starts to kind of tone down for a bit for the map. But this is going to slightly extend the lead for Team Gorgora. But Banan still maintaining a 99.89% accuracy. Zero Tisnu, I mean, doing pretty well with a 99.67, on par with Stygix's accuracy. As we are near less than a quarter of the map to go right here. Yeah, it's a pretty long map, but it's impressive to see their stamina and their consistency is holding up. Even with that break from JLI, that was a pretty great performance, like that I could say. Absolutely no shame from the Malaysian team for Team YABE, but unfortunately for their case, it is going to be Gorgora's first point, which is also a break point. 1 million 986,000 points being scored from Banana and Zero to Snow. And my goodness, this is impressive. And my goodness, look at Banana's accuracy as well. His ratio.
What is that? 264 300s with only 4 lower judgments. Like, wow.
Yep, so this is going to be the first point is going to go into Gorguro's team, as they will now lead 1-0 with them being up to pick as well. So this is going to give them a lot of time, a lot of opportunities to work with, especially with the selection of maps right now. Alrighty, so we are waiting to see what map is, and they're gonna go with their Protect. So both teams are starting off with their own Protects, and both teams are all starting off with Arquin maps. That's also somewhat of a that is somewhat not of a coincidence in any shape or form. So we are going into, excuse my rudeness, but could you please rip? This is the second time that we see this song being featured in Holomania, but the first one we have with that name, it was a remix, Nahata remix that was featured in qualifiers. This one is actually, I believe, a real one. The
original.
Yeah, so mapper also made by Arquin. This is a 2-minute 59-second map, with 124 BPM with a OD of 8. So timing is going to be a bit tight for these players to work with, as we see Chu and Zero to Snow coming in with that switch. The top players for Team Malaysia from Malaysia in Stygix and JLI will be staying in. So interesting players this year. It's the UCSD team taking on the top Malaysian players that did well at OMNT2. As we already begin things off, so far it's actually pretty close right now. Stygix with the high accuracy with a 99.82%, but it is Zero to Snow not too far behind. As we
JLI dropping a 200 on that column 1. I don't think that's considered a long jack. I don't really know what that is, but that pattern.
And we're seeing but unfortunately for JLI's case, his accuracy is not really great, but Chu's accuracy is not too good either. And Chu will find a break. That's going to give the lead to YABE. Even though JLI is having a lower accuracy before, JLI is actually pretty good at SB. I did see him FC some of the tough maps that he did FC in some of the maps in Holomania Malaysian tournament. So it is, to me, no surprise there to see how well he's performing, as Chu is back into the 400 combo mark. However, Stygix accuracy, I did not notice, did drop significantly, but is still holding the FC. But Zero to Snow with a great 99.74% accuracy. As we get into this really tough SB part right here, it's just impressive to see how these players are performing with like really different node speed patterns that they have to quickly adapt to. And Stygix accuracy is still dropping, and Stygix with the break. This is going to now extend.
That was a lot of breaks and multiple 200s. That is that's amazing for the Guru team.
Yeah.
With Zero to Snow, who still has the combo, and Chu, which is made up to 1000 combo as we enter the outro of the map. That's gonna be very hard for YABE to catch up, even if it's even possible, which I'm not sure it is.
Don't doubt
And
Team YABE, but I mean, yes, the point is gonna go towards Team Gargura, but it is 2-0. It is now YABE's turn. I mean, we do see many times that a team will start off with their own point at a break point, but there are many instances where their opposing team can do the exact same to make it in this scenario a best of 5 now. But for Team Yabe, they have to really be careful on what map they're going to pick for this next map. And yeah, you can see from Stygigs, this was probably had a brain fart at that section where he break. And had if he executed perfectly, the Team Yabe would have definitely taken that point, that break point to make it 1-1 even. But as is not the case, but still, it is their turn to pick their next map. I still believe they still have an opportunity to make it competitive. This match could go either way, regardless of how each map will go. Alrighty, so Team Yabe is taking their time to pick their next map. We are waiting on Yabe to make the next pick. But still, really great performances from Chu, from everyone around. Chu and Zero to Snow, and Stygigs and J-Light. And they're gonna go with Hybrid 1. So we're starting off with LN, SB, and now to Hybrid. The map being made by one of our very own, Sparky.
Oh, we always love to see a Sparky map.
So this
was custom map for this tournament.
This is Animal by Kira Takanashi and Papoula Renee. This is a 2-minute 16-second map with 207 BPM, same OD with 8, so going to be interesting as we will see the same switch with Banan coming in for Chu. So as we wait for all of the players to get ready, and all 4 players are probably getting ready as they went with the good luck have funs all around. So score is 2-0, not an ideal start for Team Yabe, but Yabe has been very competitive, so it's going to be interesting to see if they could make it a match, as they are still looking forward to get their first point, but they are also 3 maps away from on the verge of elimination. And well, we did see the client errors that I believe see Banana and Stygigs breaking, but it's not true. And here we go. This is a 2-minute 18-second map, as I say again. So this is somewhat of an average length map, but I do see a 200 being dropped by J-Li. Zero to Snow having the lowest accuracy, but Banana still holding up with a 99.82% accuracy, slightly maintaining around that mark. J-Li's accuracies slightly dropped, but Stygigs had an even bigger drop, but Zero to Snow with the improving his accuracy back up to 99.44 now, 43-44 mark. Now, this is going to be interesting as already one-third of the map is in right now. Team Gargura with somewhat of a slight lead over Team Yabe, but this is going to be interesting as we going back into this LN section right here with a good mix of rice in between. I did see a 200s being dropped from Stygigs. This is going to be interesting. But Banan's accuracy is starting to drop, however. Man, there is just so much going on. And I did see another 200 being dropped by Banana. Banana with the break! Oh my goodness, this is going to be interesting to see how well the map will go. But J-Lai will trade back the break. But wait a minute, it wasn't even actually a break. This is just a client error. So Banan did not actually break, and the first official break will go to J-Lai. And YABE has both players have break, as Stygix will find a break as well. But 0-2 Snow will trade back as well, but J-Line will trade it back even more. This is not looking good for Team YABE, as Banan's really great performance is going to just help Team Gorgorilla off to a really strong 3-0 lead right now. And my goodness, you could look at the ratio here as well. Oh my goodness. And
that was sub 300 count from Banan. Banan's ratio has been unparalleled in this match so far.
Yep, and
insane.
And even though 0-2 Snow had more 300s than J-Lie and Stygix, he did FC. This is Gorgura's second FC as a team, I believe, and this is, I believe, 0-2 Snow's third FC as of this match, which is really interesting. But now, as it stands, it's going to be 3-0 in favor of Gorgura. And now it is Gorgura's up to make their next pick right now, and they're gonna keep going with the hybrid team, as they're gonna go into our second and final hybrid map of this map pool. Power Stance by Holobass. So, Power Stance. This is even shorter hybrid map. This is 1 minute 52 seconds long with 172 BPM, but OD is different. It's 7.5, so a bit of a cushion for these two teams to work with. But we are seeing another. Nope, I'm wrong. Banan bamboozled me. He will stay in for Gorgura. Wait. But Chu will be switching out for 0-2 Snow, so after 3 straight FCs to begin off this match, 0-2 Snow will take a break and Chu will come in for 0-2 Snow. I mean, 3 straight FCs to begin off this match is just incredible. I mean, even though he doesn't have the highest score so far, aside from that SB map, 0-2 Snow has been a pretty tough player to play against for the opponent so far. As we get into the MP start in 7 seconds, we are seeing the good luck have fun's being said around the players right now. And here we go. Team YABE is still looking forward for their first point, and we're seeing some slight client issues. Stygix is playing with the mirror mod, so pretty interesting to see how will that go for Stygix. But as it stands right now, Stygix with a really low accuracy with 99.77, but this occurred right at the start, so it's not going to hurt Team YABE too much. But what does matter is the 400 combo mark, as we see these releases being put with 4 of these players, which they've been executing it very well. And now here we go with the right section. And here we go. And the lead is somewhat flickering right now, but Stygix will find a break first off for Team YABE. Stygix accuracy is now down to 99.08, but J-Lie with an even bigger break, now down to a 98.60% accuracy. So,
YABE really struggling on those speed parts, but Guragura holding on with a double FC still. Oh, that's not looking good for YABE.
Yep. This is we are already 2/3 of a map in. Chu and Banan performing very, very well. Banan, of course, with the pretty high accuracy, 99.89-90 range. Chu with the second highest with 99.47. Still a pretty respectable performance by all four players. Stygix and J-Li's accuracy is improving, however, but man, this is really tough to see as the map is over. Banan with a 995 K and almost a V1 double S with just 1-200. And yeah, as it stands right now, it is now 4-0 in favor of Team Gorgura, with their second point coming from their own pick. They are already now into match point. YABE is now up to pick. Alrighty, so YABE will have this is going to be really tough for Team YABE to try to come back, but I still think they are still a very strong team, but they're gonna have to really think about what map they need to choose, and they're gonna go with LN3 Blue Clapper, by the Hololive Idol Project, mapper made by Begin. So, Blue Clapper, this is a 2-minute 3-second map with 145 BPM with the OD of 7. So this is going to be interesting, and Zero to Snow wasting no time for Team Gorgura, coming back in for Chu after the FC from Chu. Zero to Snow, a pretty great LN player, is going to try to do whatever they can for Team Gorgura to make a 5-0 sweep. YABE is still looking forward for their first point of this match.
And Stygix from YABE pointed out something interesting. This is potentially the last map, and we have not seen any Rice be picked. The closest thing was Hybrid 2 with those insane speed sections, but we have not seen any dedicated Rice map be picked so far.
That you are actually right. We have not seen any Rice at all, which is pretty surprising. Like, they're just both of these teams are just like, who cares about Rice? Let's just go with Hybrid, SB, and LNs. But as we see here, all of the maps so far has been anything other than Rice, but we do have one more LN map left available. That is assuming if YABE can win their map. But as we see with their accuracies, but Stygix, as I was about to say, with their accuracies, Stygix will find the first break for Team YABE. But Banan will trade back. This is the first break we see from Banan so far in this match. Can YABE capitalize on it? But no, Stygix will find a break, but Banan will trade back. It's going to be interesting. J-Lion, Zero to Snow with the similar accuracies right now. Oh my goodness, this is going to be interesting. But despite this, Gorgura is still holding on to their lead, but somewhat narrowly. We haven't seen this close since the SV map that these players played. But I believe if Gorgura finds another break, YABE could have an opportunity to come back here.
Is the deciding factor of this final map going to be the accuracy of a person who broke multiple times? It really seems like it's going to be, because J-Li and Zero to Snow having very similar accuracies, while Banan and Stygix have both broke and very different accuracies, and the point goes to
as it's going to be the case. Unfortunately, it is not going to be enough, as Team Gorgura Hololive's gift will take the sweep against Team YABE. That is, I mean, of course, the sweeps. It's hard to see with the sweeps that happen, but YABE should not be ashamed with their performance that they did in this match. They performed very, very, very well, and I believe with those scores, they could definitely beat some. They could take some of those points against some other teams, but unfortunately, that is not the case. So the team of Banan and the UCSD students, Zero to Snow and Shu, will be moving on to the second quarterfinals loser bracket match, where they will take on either the team of Team Tambourine Club or What's Hololive anyways. But for Team YABE, Stygix, J-Li and Santiago Light LL, thank you guys for being able to participate in this inaugural BSM tournament, which is BSM Holomania, and we hope to see you guys come back sometime for any future iterations of the BSM tournament. And as you can see here with the brackets here, but other than that, that is just going to be it for this match. So our next match is going to be, I'm just looking at the schedule right now. The next match is going to be Taco Bell versus Anti-Hololivers at 10 UTC. Unfortunately, that match is not going to be streamed as of right now, but if we do get streamer last minute, it will be streamed. But the next streamed match, as far as the rest sheet goes, it's going to be Baku 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 versus Mume's voicemail. That is a losers bracket match. And so yeah, other than that, that is going to be it. First off, I just want to say thank you to Sigerion for doing the double duty work of being a referee and commentary. Thank you to Ryan Swift Mash for being able to stream this match. I am
Thank you, Porcus Straight, for doing most of the commentary.
Yep. That is going to be it. We will see you guys in about like 8-9 hours from now. I don't know, like, what's the UTC time? Yeah, no, it's like less than 9 hours from now. It's like 8 hours and 12 minutes. So we will see you guys. Until then, enjoy the rest of your days.
"僕たちの未来